broken.
You think the stream was broken?
That it wasn't popping up.
Oh, no. I did hit it, though, so you might have to refresh. Pull it, like, longer. There we go.
There we go. Hey guys, it's Amlado. You can't see me right now, but I'm here.
Yep, and it's Tarathiel. And we got a little surprise for everybody today. A while back, we did an unboxing video of the first Space Marine heroes for Warhammer 40,000. And look what just showed up in the mail today.
Oh, I suppose I should move.
We have Space Marine Heroes Season 2. Series 2, Season 2. So we figured, you know, why not do another unboxing video, you know, for these guys. We did one. Why not do the second one? So, anyway, this came from Amazon, from an independent retailer working with Games Workshop. It cost
80 something
dollars.
84.
I thought it was 89. Anyway, yeah, it was 80 something dollars for a box of 10 models. Normally this would be opened up and put on shelves for retailers. But we decided to just get the whole box. There's one model in particular that we are really hoping to get today. You'll know if we get it because I will be super excited. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, a while back Games Workshop decided to do a series of blind boxes of Space Marine heroes for their Warhammer 40,000 game line. The first series was all Space Marines in regular tactical armor. They were all Ultramarines themed. Series 2, they're going with Terminator armor. A lot bigger, bulkier.
Hefty boys.
Yeah, big old hefty boys. With a lot more firepower. They're, you know, basically walking tanks, but they're going for a Blood Angels theme.
You want to show the side of the box? It's got a pretty decent picture of a Blood Angel.
Yeah, that's... There we go, right up there. Big old chunky boys. So I think, without further ado, we will be getting into it. There's perforations on the side, it looks like, to get this thing opened up. Let's see if there's a way. Yeah, it looks like they've got flaps here that you can open up.
If you need it, my scissors are over there.
Okay, I shouldn't, but I will.
Well, that's not how you do it.
What's not how I do it? Is it not? Because look, it's supposed to open up.
Oh yeah.
So that they can be displayed. People can pick the blind boxes that they want.
I thought you were tearing towards the top and you were gonna wreck the display box.
No. It's got perforations on it. So we'll just get that panel. We'll do the same here on the other side.
Hey nerds, hey Panda.
Hey Panda, what's up?
Welcome to chat. We got some models to unbox.
Mm-hmm. If I can get this without damaging it too much, that would be ideal. Okay, so these panels, I'm pretty sure are...
They detach.
Yeah, they're supposed to just be able to come off. Okay, I am going to need the scissors because there's tape on this.
Panda says, not much, just spent a lot at Walmart and didn't get my chair, but got goodies.
Yeah, goodies is
Goodies
alright.
are good. I like goodies.
Who doesn't like goodies? There I am going, practicing awful scissor safety on camera. Just waving them around. These off like that. Okay, so when retailers get these, this top is supposed to be able to fold under like so, and the whole box with the 10 models should be able to be displayed as such. You can see there where the perforations are on the side, and yeah, that way customers can just come in, pick any of the blind boxes that they might want, and you know, it is as much a display piece as it is a, you know, convenient carrier.
Panda says, I'm making limoncello stuff and booze.
Ooh, I like that. That sounds delicious. So I think without further ado,
may I point? May I pick first?
You want first pick?
I want first pick.
Come over here and get first pick.
I'm just gonna reach off screen. I want this one.
This one right here. All right, you feeling lucky about this guy?
No, not particularly.
Okay.
I just want that one.
All right.
Here, I will hold the box.
You hold the box?
I will hold the box. I will charge it with luck.
All right. So yeah, each of the boxes is pretty much just a smaller version of the display box. They do have on the back, they talk about the...
Panda says, hey Amy, check Discord.
Ooh, alright. Yeah, they talk about the models, how they're basically the like peg and slot style of the easy to build models. Ooh, is that bread?
Yeah, it's
nice.
bread.
The sourdough from the starter?
Is that sourdough, Panda? Or is it like French bread? What is that?
Anyway, yeah, these have sort of the like peg and slot building styles, the same as the like easy to build models. The first series had the same thing. I kind of like it because it gives each Space Marine like a pre-made pose, but it's not so restricting that you can't cut the pegs off and do some kit bashing if you want to.
Speaking of kit bashing,
there
is a surprise later.
Yes, I will be showing off a little bit of what I've done with some other models, models of the same series that I bought previously.
It is apparently Japanese milk bread.
Ooh.
That sounds delicious.
Never heard of that. I think, as a matter of fact, could you do me a favor? I'm going to try the scissors, but can you grab me out my knife, please?
Mr. Exacto?
Yeah. I just feel like I'd get a cleaner cut. Yeah, the scissors aren't going to cut it, no pun intended.
I feel like that pun was fully intended.
It really wasn't.
I will hand that to you butt end first.
Thank you. All right. Just going to work my way through the tape here. Each of these boxes is taped at the top. Ostensibly, I imagine to keep people from peeking inside and seeing what they get. Because the whole point of this is that they are blind boxes. Each one of these is supposed to be completely randomized. You're not supposed to know what you got until you open it up. So for this first box, comes with a sprue, a character card with a front and back. The one side has a nice portrait of the character with a name. The other side has a picture of the model and some stats on it. I'm not really sure what the stats are for, to be honest. Admittedly, I haven't done a ton of research on it, but do you?
They're for a series of board games that have been coming out, like the Labyrinth of the Necrons.
You can use these for that?
You can use the Series 1 for that. These are for something about the orcs.
Ooh, okay.
And
I like
Panda
that.
says, I call dibs on any ninjas.
any ninjas.
Actually, Panda, Tarathiel was talking about maybe letting you have some of the duplicates.
Yeah, I was gonna because the thing is we're only really looking for one particular chase model out of this set. Most of what's in here, 90% of it is bound to be duplicates. So I was thinking about doing some gift models for you and some of our other friends.
Panda says, "Did you tell Douglas about the D&D ideas?" I did not, Panda.
Well, we can definitely talk about that at a later date because I have some D&D ideas as well that you might be interested to hear. Anyway, they each come with the card. They come with a booklet that details assembly instructions, and on the other side it has sort of a checklist of the various models. By the way, go this way. By the way, this guy right here, the captain model, he's going to be the model that we're chasing after today. So hopefully we will end up getting him.
Panda says, "Oh, that's pretty neat. Does it come with mini lore?" I don't think so.
I don't think so, unfortunately. Not in the box anyway. There might be some. If you do some research into, specific characters, but I think they're meant to be like just generic enough that they can fit into any lore, or any setting, any particular campaign that you might have. But anyway, so here is the model for Brother Phthalo. He is a Terminator with a Storm Bolter and a Power Fist. You can see that the base has a lot of texture on it, as well as the feet. There's foot pegs that the legs fit into. As I said before, it's very much got the sort of peg and slot assembly, but I'm really a big fan of the textured bases because they add a sense of like feel and ambiance to the characters. Really, and they all work together. All the scenic bases for these series work together, and they really make you feel like they're traipsing through a ruined city, and I'm a big fan of that. So that was Brother Phthalo. He was the first box of our unboxing. We have 9 more boxes to go, and we're not going to go like super in depth with each and every one, because a lot of them are just sort of generic Stormbolter and Power Fist. There's some variation, and so when we run into something like that, we will talk about it. Alright, box number 2. Ooh, alright. So box number 2, we have Brother Ibelius, who is a very beardy boy, and he is actually a little bit different from the others because he has a cyclone missile launcher mounted on his back. So that's pretty good. Pretty good long range firepower. Other than that, he does just have a Stormbolter and a Power Fist.
Sorry about the loud ass car.
Sorry about that. Again, textured base. What I do like about these two, by the way, is if you can see here, the lighting's not great. Hopefully you can see that. They do give you a choice on each of these models between a helmeted head and a bare head, which I think is really neat that they do that for all of these anyway. But this particular guy is interesting because he's the one of the only Space Marines that I've seen outside of the Space Wolves that actually has like a full mustache and beard. Like he's got the full regalia of facial hair.
Who am I thinking of? Some of the Iron Hands.
I mean, any of them can. Any Space Marine can. It's just sometimes it's a little more rare, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I thought that the Iron Hands had a more beardy and mustachy kind of.
They like
reputation.
I said, they do sometimes in as much as any of the rest of them can.
By the way, hello and welcome to chat, everyone. I'm Amlido.
And I'm Tarathiel.
You can't see me right now, but I am here.
She's off that way.
Hi.
She's on the other side.
Yeah.
She is sitting where I normally sit.
I am in the command chair.
And I am in the streaming chair. Because this is mostly for me. I am the one that plays the most 40K out of our little family.
I would play it if you built my army.
Wait, I'm sorry, say that again? Say that again? Say that again, but slowly. If I built your army?
Yeah.
I don't know, that sounds fishy to me. Suppose you're going to want me to paint them, too.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, they're yours.
No.
No, they're yours.
No, you said you would do.
Yours. If I build them and I paint them,
they're yours, but then I get to play them. And you would actually get to play the game that you love so much.
That is not how that works. Okay, so
did we do the thing?
We did the thing.
Yes!
Cue me being excited. Because we now have the one model that I was missing out of this set, which was Brother Captain Donato, or Donato, depending on how you pronounce it.
Panda says, no one else sounds fishy. What sounds fishy?
Blub, blub, blub.
Blub, blub, blub.
Blub, 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 blub. Or like sort of wet flapping sounds, maybe?
I don't know.
So yeah, this is Brother Captain Donato with a, he's got a combi melta.
Innsmouth lore, apparently. Sounds fishy.
Innsmouth lore, alright. Yeah, it's got a combi melta, a power fist, and a sword on his belt. Also an iron halo. And a cape. Capes are always fun.
Whole lot of swagger.
He really does have a whole lot of swagger. Yeah, this is super cool. I was
just picking at random.
You were, but hey, you know what? It works. Yeah, I'm super excited about this guy. Not only because he's the chase model that I don't have yet, but he just looks so damn cool.
Panda asks,
when he's all done.
Can you paint these?
Oh yeah, absolutely. As a matter of fact, it's encouraged. They come in red plastic because with the Blood Angels theme, the Blood Angels have red armor. They're already red to begin with, so they figure that's a good base color to start with. You can add minimal they've already basically given you a head start.
They've primered it for you.
Yeah. The first series was Ultramarines, and they're blue. Anybody that knows anything about Warhammer 40K, chances are you've heard of the Ultramarines or seen them.
Would you like me to go get one so you can show what they look like real quick?
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah.
But they were all done in blue plastic for the same reason. So when Series 3 finally comes to the United States, which Series 3 is reported to be Plague Marines of Nurgle, so that's going to be
They're specifically the Death Guard.
Yeah, specifically the Death Guard Plague Marines. They're going to be a bit of a deviation from what you would normally think of as Space Marine heroes, because they're kind of
question mark.
Yeah, because they're kind of the villains.
I will be right back.
Okay. but chances are they are going to be, I would guess, green. Would be a good plastic color for them. Yeah, I'm super excited to put this guy together in particular. Real quick before I move on to the next box, I will show you what I mean about series. This is the Series 1 boxes, by the way, so you can see that the Series 2 boxes are quite a bit bigger, as befitting of, Terminators. But it's a noticeable size difference. And then you have same idea as with these ones. Like, you've got textured bases, you've got the sort of easy to build style, with the peg and slot, but because these are supposed to be Ultramarines, they come in blue plastic, and the Blood Angels will come in the red plastic. So it's a nice comparison between the two.
I am back.
Welcome back. I will tuck this guy away for now. And put the Series 1 guy back in his box as well. While you pick me out another Space Marine, because we have still 7 more to go. Alright, and as I said, I won't go super in-depth into each and every one of these. Just so far we've had some really cool ones right out of the box.
Is that pun intended?
That pun was.
Okay.
Alright, so this is box number 4. Oop, where's the card? There's the card. We have Brother Fueren. Fueren.
That sounds fiery. Does he have a flamer?
He does not have a flamer. He does, however, have an assault cannon. He has an assault cannon and, like, just the most manic looking face. Like, do me a favor. Take a look at that face and tell me that he does not look just out of his goddamn mind.
He would not look out of place in Necromunda.
He wouldn't look out of place in a horde of Chaos Marines. He looks fucking scary as shit. His model looks a lot more like stoic. It's just kind of, a normal sort of visage. But his portrait, he's like cackling. But yeah, so this guy is the heavy weapons expert, and he carries the assault cannon right there. So that ought to be fun. I've been needing more heavy weapons in my Terminators, so I will definitely be doing something with him, I think.
How many Terminators can you have
as many as I want. But in a squad?
Yeah.
In a squad, I think it's 5, if I remember right. But because I play Deathwatch, Deathwatch have this ability to mix units in their squads. So you can have regular tactical Marines in your squad. You can have assault Marines in your squad. You can have Terminators in your squad, all within the same squad.
Panda says at least 1,000. The best one is T-800 Terminator.
Oh, okay. Shit, I lost my train of thought. What was I?
The Deathwatch.
The mixed squads, right? So because Terminators are so tanky, it's a really good strategy that I've seen is to include at least one Terminator in each of your squads, because when that squad takes enemy fire, you can allocate any defensive saves and any wounds and stuff to your Terminators, they'll soak up a lot more damage and protect the other squad members. So it's a neat strategy.
I know we called this Space Marine Heroes Series 2 unboxing, but would you like to unbox Labyrinth of the Necron and the additional Space Marines that you didn't get in Series 1?
Ones that didn't get in Series 1? What are you talking about?
The rare models from Japan only.
I got all of Series 1.
There were 3 models that were released in Japan only.
I mean, yeah. If you wanna update the stream title, you can.
I'm not gonna update the stream title. We'll just be like bonus extras.
Bonus extras. All right. Doing this partially on the fly.
Do it live.
Fuck it, we'll do it live. I apologize, by the way, for the lighting quality. We're still kind of working on that. It's been a hot minute since we did any sort of
webcam work.
Since we did any sort of cam work. Yeah, we're doing our best. What the fuck was that? Holy shit. It scared the fuck out of me.
Oh, it scared the fuck out of me too. I'm gonna move these out of the way.
Alright, everything's alright. We're okay. Everything's cool. The packing...
The pillow packs.
Yeah, little packing bubbles from the Amazon shipment. Apparently Amelodo didn't see them and stepped on them and gave both of us and possibly you at home heart attacks, and we apologize for that.
Rosario's like, what just happened?
We're taking fire!
Shelbs is making me watch Ghost Adventure, says Panda. Don't worry, Rosario, we're fine.
Yeah, we're alright. Alright, so here we have another Brother Phthalo.
Oops.
Oh boy, there we go. Just your standard Power Fist and Stormbolter. As a matter of fact, he was in the first box, wasn't he? I think we got Brother Phthalo in the first box.
I think we did.
So, yeah, that'll probably be getting gifted to somebody.
They're fine for now, says Panda.
For now. You always, you make that sound so ominous. And I think that's the intention. But I just wanted to say good job because it's working.
Yeah. Just wait and they're gonna, Panda and Shelbs will show up out of quarantine to come just beat us in the face.
Oh god, I hope not. Panda maybe, but I think,
I'd have to chastise Shelby.
I'd have to chastise Panda because he's got to go home to Shelby. Alright. So, in box number 6, we have Brother Dirael.
Brother who?
Dirael.
Dirael? Dear Boy? I'm gonna call him Dear Boy.
Dear Boy?
I'm gonna call him Dear Boy.
Okay. He's got just one hell of a fucked up face, as you can hopefully see from that portrait.
Panda says, I was trying to invite y'all over and was trying to get Shelbs to drive to Dwight. Don't do that,
Look,
Panda.
when the quarantine is over...
Yeah, when quarantine is over, then we can do all the hanging out.
Yeah, we'll be hanging out with you, we'll be hanging out with Rosariel, we'll be hanging out with, our D&D buddies.
We'll be hanging out with J-Hills.
We'll be hanging out with J-Hills. We're basically going to have the mother of all parties when all this quarantine stuff is over. That is the plan. So, stay tuned for that. Anyway, so, Derail, pretty standard again. Power Fist and Stormbolter. The one thing I do want to say of note is that he's different from all the other ones because his base has a little floaty servo skull on it. He's got a little targeter skull.
Panda says, Shelbs has been inside since March 3rd. She's been going insane.
Oh, yeah, no, I can imagine.
Yeah.
And I feel for her, I really do, but it's like...
I want her safe, so she's got to stay inside.
She got to stay inside. And believe us when we say that we feel for you, Ghost Tuna, but it's for your own good. But, yeah, so there's the little servo skull. He's super adorable. He's got a little targeter on him. got some wires and cables trailing off of him. Super cute. I have a thing for servo skulls. I think they're amazing. I think they're adorable.
With Inquisitor Martyr, if you get the Imperial Edition, you can in fact get another servo skull for your Xbox avatar.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, I might have to look into that. I missed out on it the first time. All right, box number 7. So are you picking these at random, or are you?
Picking them at random.
Okay, I didn't know if you were like, oh, I got a good feeling about this one, or.
Nope, I'm just kind of going with like the boy that goes best with my hand.
The boy that goes. I mean, I think we could all go with the boy that goes best with our hand, if you know what I mean.
That doesn't mean anything. Oh God.
Trust me, it always means something.
Oh God, why?
All right. So here we have in box number 7, Brother Aramis, who is weirdly enough he's the first assault Terminator that we've unboxed in this whole box set. And by assault Terminator, I mean.
Hi, Common.
Hey, what's up, Common? I mean that he has a thunder hammer and a storm shield. So, no guns. He's not for gun.
He's for charging into melee and smacking shit around.
Yeah, he's not for gun. He's for smash. He's for just running in and smacking stuff. So he has a good smacker and a good shield to keep from getting smacked.
Smack-a-whackin'.
Smack-a-whackin'. So yeah, you can see here on the model itself, you can see the storm shield there and the thunder hammer. And I love the really like dynamic poses that they put these guys into as well. Like, the thing about Terminators is that they are, because of how bulky they are, they're not exactly mobile. They're not meant to. They're meant to be big and slow and just soak up a lot of damage. But they still manage to put them into like really dynamic poses.
Y'all remember the first Iron Man suit from way back when?
Or even like the Hulkbuster suit.
The Hulkbuster suit, yeah, that works. The Hulkbuster suit's a good example.
Yeah, it's big. Armor. It's huge. It's not supposed to be super fast. It's supposed to soak up damage, and that's what the Terminators are all about.
Well, the Hulkbuster I consider to be more of a Dreadnought because there's.
Yeah, because he's still in the suit inside of the Hulkbuster suit.
Yeah,
it's like a suit for him.
Yeah. That's why I was saying the first Iron Man suit, the big clunky. The Ironmonger.
The Mark 1.
The Mark 1.
Yeah, I can see that. But it's like if you took the Mark 1 and souped it up to Hulkbuster suit level.
Yeah, that's
in
fair.
terms of just the onboard technology and all that.
Right. What's up, Tibba Bibba?
All right, who we have in this one? Oh, all right. So that's fun. We have a duplicate Brother Aramis.
We just got the same boy.
2 in a row. 2 in a row, Brother Aramis.
And it says they also have remote Hulkbusters.
Remote Hulkbusters?
Apparently he can fight the Hulk remotely without getting crushed into the suit.
Okay. I could see that being useful for, the danger times.
The danger times. Again, hello and welcome to chat, everyone. I'm Amlido.
And I'm Tarathiel.
You can't see me, but I'm here.
She's over this way. She's sitting in my usual spot, doing the tech stuff. And I am going to be on camera for a minute doing this unboxing. So this is box number 9.
Yep.
In the set. I don't know, something just fell out of that. That was weird. Okay, so this is a good example. Here we have
tech stuff and losing the game, says Panda.
God damn it. So here we have Brother Sanictus. Or Sanictus? I'm not sure if Sanictus, maybe? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. But he is another assault Terminator. But he's special in that he has a pair of lightning claws.
Yeah.
He's not so much for the smash. He's more for the hack. He's
slash. Let's go slash.
He's less for the smash, more for the smash. Wait.
Slash. You done fucked up.
I fucked it up. Less for the smash, more for the slash. Right? Did I get it right that time?
Yes.
All right.
Panda says, I read it as a sanctist.
I can see that, yeah. But see, this is a good example, by the way, of what I mean when I say like dynamic poses, because this is the only time that I've seen anyway. Correct me down in the comments below if I'm wrong. That I've seen a running Terminator. Like, he is full on mid-run, one leg up in the air, just booking it as much as a suit of Terminator armor can book it, which is just not a pose that you normally see for Terminators. And I really like that they added some like action, some dynamic posing.
Panda asks, what does that U symbol mean?
It looks like it's like a U-turn, like a turn around sort of thing, and I think it might mean like a counterattack.
He might have counterattack.
Yeah, it might be a sort of counterattack type of thing where if he gets hit, he can immediately hit back, even if it's not his turn, kind of thing. Again, to be perfectly honest with you, I don't know.
Hey, get off the screen!
Whoa. Bud, you can't just be walking around up here, man.
Can you help me? He's dead waiting on me.
Come here, my good son. Come here.
Show the stream the boy.
Who's a good boy? Mwah. Hey, look right there.
He's not looking.
Look over there. There's a good boy. Mwah. All right.
On the floor you go.
I'll play with you later, okay? Sorry about that. Cats sometimes like to just get up here into the middle of things. They think that this table is just their playground. But anyway, yeah, you just don't see this level of like action dynamic in Terminators, which I think is really nice. But what I was saying before is that admittedly I have not done a lot of research into what game these symbols are for.
It is for the Space Marine Adventures.
Like, you're sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's for like Savagery of the Orc or something like that. It's another set that's specifically for the Terminators.
Okay. Well, there you have it. As far as what each individual symbol means, I'm not sure. But we can update, like, post a comment in the videos, or in the comments down below the video when we do find out.
Yep.
So keep an eye out for that. So there we have Brother Sanictus, and we have one more box to do.
Last boy. And then we get on to the special secret stuff.
To the special bonus content. There we go. This box is already paid off. Just simply for getting the Brother Captain. I'm super stoked about that.
Yeah. We would have probably paid the $80 that we paid for it just for the captain.
I mean, $80 for one model is a bit much, but...
I mean, if we had bought it a la carte.
Yeah, okay. That's fair. Okay, so this is cool, too. This is another... I wouldn't say a chase model, but he's one of the rarer models. This is Brother Sergeant Victorino. So the sergeant is in charge of the squad, whereas the captain is in charge of multiple squads within a company.
Sergeant answers directly to the captain.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm learning things.
Yeah. Because there should be 10 squads per
company.
Well, yeah, 10, like, if you're talking 10 strong, then it should be
10 troopers in 10 squads in 10 companies.
Right. Because it's supposed to be 1,000 Space Marines per chapter.
If you're Codex compliant.
If you're Codex compliant, and even if you are, that's rarely the case because of casualties and any other various things. But the official standard, let's say, is 1,000 Space Marines. But yeah, so this is Brother Sergeant Victorino. He is also another smashy boy. He's got the Thunderhammer here, but his Storm Shield is unique in that it is a bit longer, a bit more, I guess, cross-shaped, if you will. It's more of a tower shield. So it helps him stand out. He's also got this nice little ornamentation up on the top of his armor that helps him to stand out.
Would you like to show off these boys next, or unbox these?
I'll show off mine first.
Okay.
So anyway, as I said, these models are the easy to build style models with the peg and slot assembly.
If you want to find them in stores, you can find them at either Barnes & Noble or Target, or Amazon like we did.
Yeah.
But you can find them a la carte at Barnes & Noble, Target, and hobby stores.
Yep. Yeah, your independent hobby store might have them. Your
GW store will not.
They won't?
No. These are designed to get other markets interested in Warhammer.
Oh, okay. No, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
They're designed to go with these Space Marine Adventures games.
Which are also sold in other retailers.
Yes.
Okay. That makes sense. I kind of wish they would sell them in Games Workshop stores, but I understand, especially wanting to branch out to other retailers. I think it's an alright move on their part, because some kid going through the grocery store with their parent might see this and might ask for it. The parent might pick it up for them, and this one model might get them started on a lifetime of hobby gaming.
Or, I mean, it might, since they sell them in Barnes & Noble's right next to the Gunpla, it might get, Gundam enthusiasts into the 40K universe.
Or vice versa.
Vice versa.
It's good. It's good networking, I think.
Yeah.
It's good to sort of expand your base a little bit.
It's good for the game. It's good for the brand.
Yeah.
Good for the hobby.
Good for the hobby. But anyway, I wanted to show kind of what these will look like when they are all assembled.
Points if you remember any of their names.
Oh God, I really don't. Not unless I were to pick up some other ones like this one here. It's Brother Sinictus. I remember that because he's got the lightning claws. It's like Snictus.
Snick.
He's got the Wolverine claws, so he's like Snictus. But yeah, I wanted to show you kind of what they looked like when they were assembled.
Not yet painted.
Not yet painted. This is still in the red plastic because I intend to do some conversion work with them. I'm going to be taking off this shoulder pad here on the left-hand side.
The sculpted one?
Well, they're both sculpted. They're both, because of the peg and slot.
Oh.
The pauldrons are sculpted onto the arms. You just slot them into place.
I see.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to clip and file and sand this down.
And butcher the poor boy.
Well, yeah, but he's getting an upgrade because I play Deathwatch, so this shoulder pad is gonna have to go, and it's gonna be replaced with a Deathwatch shoulder pad.
Be right back.
And they're all going to get the traditional black paint job with the silver left arm. And they're going to be conscripted into my Deathwatch. So that's what I'm going to be doing with these guys. I haven't gotten around to them yet. My hobbying has been lacking lately because I've been working a lot. But when I get some free time, I'm going to be working on them. So yeah, this is what the models look like when they're finished. And There's another one right here. This is the boy with the servo skull. I'm trying to get that in the light so you guys can see it well. See the little servo skull on there. And yeah, see they've got good poses. Like he's walking through this field of rubble, if you will. But this is one model that I didn't get to show off. We didn't have it in the box, but I wanted to take an opportunity to show it. This is another one of the chase models, who is an ancient or banner bearer. He's like the standard bearer for the company. Supposed to be, the banners are supposed to serve as like a waypoint, like a reference point, but also as motivation for the other warriors in the company.
It's like the American flag in the Revolutionary War, that kind of thing. Yeah,
actually, that's a good example. Or the British flag, if you will, since these are British made, British company.
Well, Chinese made.
Well, okay, on behalf of a British company.
There you go.
But yeah, this is one that I actually wanted to show off because this is like one of the other chase models. The captain that I showed earlier, he's one of them that is, I wanted to say it was 1 in 20. 1 in 20.
This guy is 1 in 30.
This guy is 1 in 30. This guy's actually a little bit rarer. And as you can see, I've already added a little bit extra to him. I put a bit of ornamentation up on the top there, just like the sergeant. And I don't know if you can kind of tell there. The gray shoulder pad is the Deathwatch shoulder pad, and it's going to be painted silver along with this entire arm right here. And I'll probably do I haven't quite decided on a design yet for the banner. It's already got some sculpted detail, but they've got a space here in the middle that you can kind of add your own stuff to it, add your own images, add some script. And I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do with that yet, but...
And it says, I bought 2 bottles of Svedka and a bottle of Evan Williams to drink.
Oh, shit. What's Evan Williams?
I don't know what Evan Williams is.
But, I mean, hey, yeah, go for it.
Actually, stick around after this stream for some overshots.
Yep. We will be doing some overshots later, so Panda, if you want to join us, you are more than welcome to play along. Let's see, what else have I done? I have done quite a bit of conversion work on this guy. This was the Terminator with the Cyclone missile launcher. I wanted to make him a Space Wolf because, again, he's got that beard. He's got the beard, and I like the beard, and the beard seemed Space Wolfy to me. So I took off the peg on this arm, and I put on a Space Wolf Stormbolter, and I took off the peg on this side, and I put on a Space Wolf Chain Fist, which is a power fist with a giant chain blade stuck on it. It's good for tearing through bulkheads and like vehicles and stuff.
Heavy armor.
Yeah. So I figure, if he needs to get up close, he's got a little extra oomph, but mostly he's a long range boy.
He could punch a hole into, I forget what they're called. What are Chaos Dreadnaughts called?
Chaos Dreadnaughts.
Oh.
Hellbrutes are like Chaos Dreadnaughts, but they're a little bit different. Basically, the Hellbrute is like a half-possessed Chaos Dreadnought.
So there's a demon in it.
It's not so much it's a demon, it's there's demonic flesh and fusion and shit on the outside, but on the inside the pilot has just been driven completely mad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. But that's all lore stuff.
Hey, I mean, what better time to do lore than a 40K unboxing video?
I suppose that's fair. I also did a little bit of conversion work with this guy here, the Sergeant. I wanted to make him a Blood Angel.
Which is what he's supposed to be.
Which is what he's supposed to be, but I thought, hey, I can position his Thunderhammer a little bit differently. In the original model, it's more pointed like out, like he's gesturing with it. But I wanted this one to be raised up, like he's
rallying.
Yeah, rallying. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. He's rallying. Plus the head of the Thunderhammer on the original model is just kind of like it's flat. It's just flat planes. There's no decoration to it. So I opted for a Thunderhammer that has not only a skull on the head there, but also has some wings on the back end, which I thought was fitting for a Blood Angel.
Because Sanguinius has wings.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, and they
in his depictions he has wings.
He actually had wings.
What?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I thought he was just like.
No, he actually had wings, and that's why there's sort of the wings and the angel, the angelic aesthetic that they go with.
I really thought that was just some high gothic fuckery.
No, he actually had that.
Oh, okay.
All right. So yeah, if you want to follow us on the Discord.
What are you doing?
Oh yeah, I can't do it. You can do it.
We gotta do these yet.
I know, no, I'm not doing the spiel. I'm saying if you follow us on the Discord, we will be posting some photos of these when they get all done, when they get painted. So you'll be able to see kind of how they turned out.
Oh, that's right. I do have to make a
I see. What we need to do is I need to have just my own corner of the Discord to put the Warhammer stuff, to put my art stuff, to all this other stuff. And we will be getting on that as soon as we can. So keep an eye out for that.
Actually, I might do some of that today if you want to.
There you go. I'm just making faces in the camera.
Because now that you have your iPad, you can take nice fancy pictures of all of your models and upload them yourself.
That's good. So all right. So next on the docket, we have the bonus content.
Bonus content. You want to do the main game first or the expansion first?
Well, let's do the main game first. So this is Space Marine Adventures: Labyrinth of the Necrons, the game of heroic action in the far future. It is
actually Tarathiel's birthday present.
Yeah.
From 4 months ago.
Well, yeah. Like I said, I did say that my hobbying has been lacking lately. But it is ages 8 and up. Each game should take roughly 30 to 45 minutes. And it is for 1 to 4 player co-op play. So it's good for families. Good for families, good for friends.
Good for us.
If you just want like a quick game, instead of like setting up with the whole table and the terrain and all the models and stuff, you can just roll this out, something nice and quick.
Plus, this one kind of tells more of a story than your standard just shoot at each other.
Yeah, that's the thing is they've actually been getting a lot better about
narrative play,
narrative stuff. Yeah. So it looks like it contains 5 Space Marine miniatures, a 16-page rulebook, counters, 5 decks of cards, 3 double-sided game boards, and 5 6-sided dice. So it should have, theoretically, everything that you might need to play the game, self-contained.
It is.
Costs $39.95, by the way, if you're wanting to pick these up.
At Barnes & Noble.
Yes.
They will cost different in other places and in other countries.
But that's what we paid for it.
Actually, we got it on sale.
Well, okay. That's what we would pay for it as a retail price.
Right.
Let's see if I can work my knife point in there and get this plastic off.
Now these are the models you will see in here actually appeared in the Space Marine Heroes Series 1 boxes.
Yep.
They are made of a different colored plastic because they are supposed to be a cooperative group of Space Marines from other chapters working together.
Which I thought was great because it fits with the Deathwatch narrative. Like, that's their whole thing, is Space Marines from multiple chapters working together towards a common goal.
How does the Deathwatch work? You may ask. You get seconded to the Deathwatch.
You get seconded for various reasons.
You can gain honor within your chapter, or have a particularly strong skill set that would accredit you to the Deathwatch.
And I mean, they'll never admit it, but sometimes chapters will use the Deathwatch to sort of get rid of members of their chapter that they would rather not see around anymore.
You get a little bit too bloodthirsty.
Well, it's not even that. It's not. It's like, okay, you're not a bad warrior. Like, the Imperium could definitely use you, but you're not jiving with us. Go jive with them. It's a thing. But yeah, let's see. Welcome to a world of fantasy games. Got the little booklet. Oh no, okay, this is an ad booklet.
Yes.
Where they talk about the various products that they have available, such as Blackstone Fortress, Necromunda, the Middle Earth game, Blood Bowl, if you like Warhammer and football.
Fantasy Warhammer.
Fantasy Warhammer and football. And then we have the rules book, I think, is what this is.
40k porn win, says Panda.
40k porn already.
Yeah, that's a thing.
That's been a thing, my dude. So yeah, this is the rule book. They've got nice illustrations. They've got very good descriptions and diagrams.
And this rulebook is kind of laid out, looks kind of like what you would expect to see in a codex.
Yeah.
Actually.
Oh, okay. Then they talk about the Space Marines that you'll get in the box and like the various color schemes that you can use for them. So we have Sergeant Cassius of the Ultramarines, Brother Infernus of the Salamanders, who has a flamer. That's going to be a new one. Brother Frostclaw of the Space Wolves. Brother Gabriel of the Blood Angels, and Brother Grimm of the Imperial Fists.
Panda asked, did y'all decorate since we were there? We did not. We got a new table, though.
Yeah, we did get a new table. We haven't done any other sort of decorating.
You might not want to balance the here.
You want to take these?
Yeah, I'll take those.
So here we have some Necron counters. Very spooky.
It looked different, says Panda.
Wait, does it?
I guess. I mean...
we haven't done anything to it.
Yeah, we haven't done anything to it.
So we have some Necron warriors up here. We have some Immortals. And we have some Triarch Praetorians. What else do we have? Oh, this is the Overlord right here, who is, if I'm not mistaken, sort of the BBEG.
Yeah, if you want me to...
Of the whole campaign.
Would you like me to read the little under...
Yeah, go for it.
Labyrinth of the Necrons. The Necron Overlord has arisen, and he seeks to take over the galaxy. Standing between this mechanical maniac... Yeah, mechanical maniac. Maniacal maniac would be redundant, wouldn't
yeah,
it?
wouldn't it?
And his ultimate prize are 5 Space Marine heroes, mighty battle brothers who have sworn to halt his evil plans. Now they must fight their way through the Overlord's labyrinth in order to defeat him once and for all.
All right. So, I am a little bit surprised that they didn't go with a Deathwatch theme for that, because that's exactly what the Deathwatch do.
Yeah.
That's exactly their MO.
Panda says, need me to spill some candle wax on the floor again? No, I think we're good.
I think we're good without that.
I did get it cleaned up, though. Don't worry about that. It is cleaned up.
So we have some floor tiles, it looks like, as well. This must be the double-sided game boards that they were talking about. Yeah. Two-sided game boards. So, depending on how
you'll never play the same game twice.
Yeah, depending on how you mix and match, you can have, a ton of different combinations. Ooh, all right. So here we have decks of cards.
Not open.
Yeah, it says level 1, level 2, and level 3. Then there's also advanced. So that's pretty neat. The reason it says do not open, by the way, is it says please read the rules first to know when to open this deck. So it sounds like you don't even get access to these until you've progressed further into the campaign.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It looks like, too, you might have some that apply specifically to the Space Marines and others that apply specifically to the Necrons, based on the card back. So that'll be interesting to see how that plays.
So Necrons, because they're Xenos, are within the purview of the Death Watch.
Yeah.
They're not...
That's what the Death Watch is. They are the
Xenos hunters.
The quintessential Xenos hunters. So we have a nice dice bag, nice carrying bag, a little black drawstring canvas bag.
Which will probably be replaced with a Crown Royal bag because it's going to get lost.
Well, it might. But this would be good for keeping your models in. It'd be good for keeping your dice in. Any number of different things.
Ooh, the dice come in different colors, it looks like. One for each Marine.
We have 5 different dice in here. And I think you're absolutely right about that because we have Ultramarines, Space Wolves, Imperial Fists, Blood Angels, and Salamanders.
I like them.
So I think that's exactly what they're for, is one for each of the Space Marines. And speaking of the Space Marines, we have Space Marines. And Alido is right. They are all in different colors, and they are all brand new. None of these are ones that I have. So
they were not from the Space Marine Heroes?
They're from the Japanese release of Space Marine Heroes.
That means these 3 must be as well.
They might be. But I recognize some of these. I recognize the Salamander with the Flamer as being teased with Series 1.
And never coming out.
He never came out in the States. And I think this is why. I think they were saving them for this.
Because if you'll notice one of these guys, fucking crouched with a rocket launcher.
That guy I think I do have.
You might have these 3 then. These 3 might be American.
Because the guy with the plasma gun I recognize, and I might recognize the other guy too if I got a better look at him. Maybe I'll have to look closer.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm super excited about these. So we have the Salamander with the Flamer. As you can see, they still have all of the textured bases and easy to assemble, easy to build.
Flamer here means flamethrower,
yes.
Not like, there's a difference apparently. I learned this the other day. There's a difference between flamers and heat guns.
Yeah, well, yeah, the melta guns are different.
Say what you will about me knowing things, but I learned the other day that melta guns fire concussive blasts of hot air.
It's...
Instead of actual fire.
Yeah.
I thought melta guns fired fire.
It's like you take a paint stripper gun, that you...
A heat gun.
Yeah. But you crank that sumbitch up to 11.
Break off the knob. And weaponize it.
That's basically what that is. But yeah, so we have the Salamander with the Flamer.
Is it a hand flamer or a full-size flamer?
Full-size flamer. It's not a heavy flamer, but it's a regular flamer. We have the Imperial Fist bright yellow plastic.
Panda says, like what Cyclops fires from his eyes. The melt-a-gun.
Oh, yeah, that's a good way of looking at it, I suppose. That would be more, I think, of a las cannon. Because it's lasers. Lasers. But yeah, they all have the sculpted bases, the peg and slot, easy to build style. But they do all give you the head start of sort of getting the color scheme started already.
Pre-primed is like a good because primer ain't cheap.
It is not. It is not cheap.
Primer is like $14 for a spray can.
So here we have the Blood Angel's brother.
Panda says it's not lasers though. He fires heated concussion waves from his eyes.
Oh.
Okay then.
Then there you go.
That is a melt-a-gun.
So yeah, we have the Blood Angel. He looks to be sort of the communications expert. They've got him posed in a like pointing sort of position. He has a scanner on his backpack, very reminiscent of the Death Watch backpacks, as a matter of fact.
Panda says they just made it look like lasers to show what it would look like.
Ah, okay. He is carrying an Auspex, which is basically sort of a handheld scanner, which you can see right there.
Think about it as like a, you know in Halo and you got the little mini-map that pings when there's targets, like when there's enemies around? It kind of shows you that sort of information.
It's like that, yeah. You can scan for life signs, you can do all kinds of stuff with it. It's a little handheld scanner. But he's also got a sort of like targeting camera eye, sort of yeah, he's got his eyes replaced with sort of like a camera lens for various things. So I think he's sort of the
recon.
Yeah, the recon / like communications officer, for lack of a better term. Then we have the Space Wolf. I think they called him Brother Frostfang.
Something like that, yeah.
Sort of blue-gray plastic. Again with the textured base, he's got to be their like close combat specialist, because he is sprinting forward with a knife. What have you got there? A knife. But yeah, it's pretty neat. His backpack has some sculpted details on it, indicative of the Space Wolves. He's also got his bolter strapped to his backpack, which is kind of neat. But yeah, I'm excited to see how this guy turns out. And then we have, last but not least, the sergeant of the squad.
Of course.
Wielding a chainsword and a grav pistol. Grav pistols are pretty neat, because their whole thing is they create a localized zone of intense gravity.
They're like Zarya's ult, or Orissa's Halt, kind of.
Kind of. Only
not as powerful.
Only it would be like crushing someone to death inside their own suit of armor.
Oh, so more powerful.
Yeah. So,
I like it.
So, imagine that you are outfitted like a walking truck, and then somebody just uses that to just
crumple you like a tin can underwater.
Yeah, just crumple you inside your own armor. And that's the thing about the grav guns, is the stronger your armor is, like the higher your armor save is, the more damage it does.
Rip.
Yeah, so like it's really good against really like strongly armored targets. So yeah, that's the 5 Space Marines that come in the box, and I'm super excited for these guys, because like I said, I did not previously have any of these, so the collector in me is super happy with these. But they also just look really stellar. Like I'm loving the fact that they're already sort of like pre-primed. I love the poses. I love the fact that they're new. Like everything about it.
Right there on the side of the box is them painted up. If you want to show the camera.
Go this way. There you go. That is the 5 Space Marines painted up as intended. Now,
that is not how you're going to paint them.
It's not how I'm going to paint them, and to be honest, you don't have to paint them that way either. Like, that's one of the great things about Games Workshop is that they encourage creative freedom with their products. You know, they're like, do you want to paint them, by the book? Then by all means, go right ahead. Do you want to paint them in a just sort of off-the-wall color scheme that, doesn't match any of the established lore but looks good to you? You can, by all means, do that as well. You can paint any of your models any way that you like.
This one has a chapter I've never heard of before.
What's that?
Silver Skulls.
Oh yeah, I have some Silver Skulls in my army as of right now, and I intend to add more. They're actually pretty nice. They are a successor of, I want to say, the Ultramarines, but their whole thing is that they place a significant value in omens and portents and stuff like that.
That sounds like a Black Templar offshoot, to be honest.
No, it's a Ultramarines if I'm not mistaken, and if I am,
I will Google it.
I was gonna say, if I am, please sound off in the comments and let me know. But as far as I remember, I think they are from the Ultramarines. But they're a very superstitious bunch. They place a lot of importance on omens, and so they end up having a lot of librarians to sort of divine the future, if you will. I think, okay, so last but not least, in this box we have another deck. So it's open now. I imagine this is for the actual gameplay decks. It'll be interesting to see how this game plays out. I have no idea how the game is played. So it'll be kind of interesting. They have plastic bags, which I'm not sure what they're for, but I guess they're good to have.
I imagine there's one for each Marine, or for the tokens once they're punched out.
Oh, it could be for the tokens, because I'm only seeing 2.
Yeah, it's probably for the tokens and the Overlord.
Okay. I am a little disappointed that they went through all the trouble of making all of these Space Marine heroes like sculpted miniatures, and they look great, but then they went with cardboard tokens for the Necrons.
That's...
when they came out with
yeah, but
what was
Space
it called?
Hulk,
Space Hulk.
and Lost Patrol and all of them were $100 and some games. This
right.
cost us $40.
No, I get that. And for the price, I think it's fantastic. Like I'm not trying to say anything bad about that at all. It's just I think there would be people out there that would spend the $100+ to have just a regular box set of here's these 5 Space Marines, here's these Necrons, and here's also this narrative that we've come up to work with the 2 of them. Or just do counters for both. Do counters for the Space Marines and counters for the Necrons. It seems weird that it's like, we're going to give you counters for the Necrons, but we're going to give you models for the Space Marines just because they're supposed to be the good guys?
I think it's supposed to be that the Space Marines are uncovering the Necrons, because the Labyrinth, I think you put the token face down, and then when you encounter the token, you flip it up. So if the model was standing
but
there,
you could have tokens and replace it with the model when it gets revealed.
That's fair.
I just I have a buddy that plays Necrons is the thing, and
it would be great to have.
Yeah, it would be great to be able to play this game with him and for him to be able to use his, use Necron models that came in this box to play this game instead of having to bring his own to the table. Because I'm already bringing what's in the box for mine if I were to play the Space Marines. So, I don't know. I think that's the one thing I would say is that, like, do all or nothing in terms of the models. And I'm not trying to complain about the models because I think the models are fantastic. Just include some Necron models. That's all. That's my only beef with it. They did have an expansion. If you want to swap me out.
And this is not the only expansion.
This is the only one that we have currently. But this is Rescue Mission. It is a Barnes & Noble exclusive, so you can only find it there. But it looks like it includes 3 new Space Marines. We have Brother Jimenez of the Crimson Fists, who has the rocket launcher over here. We have Brother Maxis of the Silver Skulls, who it looks like he's swapping magazine out on his bolter. And then we have Brother Bethor of the Dark Angels, who has a plasma gun and what looks to be a cybernetic arm. Sounds like he was on the wrong end of that plasma gun maybe one too many times when it overheated. So this cost us $24.95 at the Barnes & Noble.
And adds a whole nother adventure to the Labyrinth of the Necron board game.
Let's see if I can get my knife in here and start getting the plastic off. It is an expansion, so you will need a copy of Labyrinth of the Necrons in order to play. So be aware of that before you go out and buy this expansion. So, in addition to the 3 easy to build models, it also comes with 6 activation cards. And it looks like it's 2 for each chapter. So we have 2 Dark Angels, 2 Silver Skulls, and 2 Crimson Fists. Comes out with 3 Space Marine data cards, which I will say, I do have to admit, they look different from the data cards that we got in the Space Marine Heroes. So I'm wondering if they're the same after all, or maybe they are something different. We have 2 mission briefing cards and a challenge card. I'm not sure what those mean, but they are in there. We also have 6 special cards. I don't know what it means by special cards. I guess they look like stratagems almost from just the original Warhammer 40,000 game, where if you fulfill certain criteria, you can get extra victory points. If you take a certain number of command points, you can do special, various things on your turn. It's kind of what they look like to me, but I could be wrong. But it says Space Marine Adventures is a fast-paced game for 1 to 4 players set in the dark and dangerous Labyrinth of the Necrons. This expansion gives you a new mission to undertake, Rescue, and introduces 3 new Space Marines, each with their own unique war gear and skills.
The other expansion, if you were wondering, is also a Barnes & Noble exclusive. It is called Recon Mission, and it comes with 3 more boys.
All right then. One of those I did recognize, the guy with the bolter and the bolt pistol.
Yeah.
But the other 2 I didn't get a good look at. So yeah, it looks like the base game has the 5 new miniatures that you couldn't get in the
America.
Yeah, in the American release of the Space Marine Heroes. But after that, any of the expansion models, it looks like they're ones that came with the first set.
But we will be getting the other expansion as soon as possible because it adds a new mission and therefore more variety to gameplay.
There you go. So here we have Rescue Mission. It's got assembly instructions for all of your Space Marines. And again, it's the simple, easy to build style with the peg and slot assembly. And then we have playing with the Rescue Mission pack. So it's got a sort of set of rules, some narrative to it.
We should make note, these easy to assemble ones, no tools or glue required.
Right.
You're able to just twist them right out of the sprue.
Twist them out of the sprue. They're designed to do that. You're not supposed to do that with the regular models that you would normally buy for a game of Warhammer 40,000. Because of the ways the sprues are set up, you're supposed to clip them out instead of twisting the pieces off. These are designed to just be able to twist off, snap them together, no glue, no nothing required. You can literally, I could pull one of these out and put them together in a matter of minutes. And that's working slow. That's me just taking my time with it.
It's like, oh man, did you ever build, model planes or tanks or anything like that? They had a brand called Snap-Tight, and it was designed to get kids into modeling.
To just pieces just snap together?
Yeah, you
Nice.
actually just kind of punch them out of the plastic, twist them a little bit and snap them out, and then just click them together, and you could build a plane or a tank in one sitting.
All right, I like that. And yeah, that's something pretty similar. I'm not going to do it on stream, but this guy here, I could pop him out, put him together in 5 minutes if I took my time with it. So first, before we get into the models, I will say that it comes with these cards. You have the data sheets for each of the new characters, and you have the special cards in the back there, and then you have some of the other mission cards. Everything's contained in the one pack. I'm not going to open it up quite yet because I want everything to sort of stay contained until I'm ready to use it. But we have the first of the Space Marines, the Brother Hermanes from the Crimson Fists with the rocket launcher. He's sort of in a kneeling position. Got the same textured bases that you've come to expect. The same easy to build peg and slot style. Got the rocket launcher there with a rocket already being expelled from the tube,
Which is something I don't think I've ever seen before.
It's a rarity, but it's really neat when they do it, because again, it adds an element of action to the models, I think. So yeah, that is Brother Hermanes. Then we have Brother Bethor of the Dark Angels, who is wielding a plasma gun right here. And I don't know if you can see in the video or not, but it looks like this whole arm from the elbow down is a cybernetic arm. So it looks like the gun overheated at some point and just
Blew his arm clean off.
blew his arm right off.
That can happen.
It certainly can.
Happens more often, I think, in our games than I would like.
Possibly. But hey, what can you do when you roll a bunch of ones?
I am good at rolling ones. I have found that out. I actually, the last time we played D&D,
Mm-hmm.
no, it wasn't the last time. couple times ago. I rolled a 1, and the DM, instead of killing me like he should have done, had me brain myself down to 0.
I mean, it can happen. Anyway, last but not least, we have the brother from the Silver Skulls. So this has sort of a silvery gray plastic. And as I said before, he is swapping the magazine out from his bolter. So he's holding his bolter up with one hand and pulling the magazine out with the other. But one of the things that I really like is their attention to detail. And you can see there on the sculpted base is the old discarded empty magazine. So I thought that was really neat that they paid attention to that kind of detail, and like each model tells its own story, has its own narrative to it, that all comes together to play into the wider story.
Yep. It is a trend I'm noticing that they've started releasing these sort of sculpted bases for other models. You can buy scenic bases now.
Yeah.
They didn't used to do that. It used to be standard, flat, and you had to flock and base things yourself.
Yeah, I like that they're doing it. They do still come out with the plain bases, so if you want to do all that stuff yourself, you can. But if you have neither the time nor the inclination to do it,
or you just want more scenic things going on in your life,
then they do have various scenic bases out there for you, which I think is pretty great. Well, anyway, I think that covers it.
Yeah. Do you want to do the spiel?
Yeah, I can do the spiel. All right, folks, that is going to be it for this video. This unboxing of both the Space Marine Heroes Season 2.
Robson67 says, I can't believe I found a real nerd. You guys are like an endangered species. That's awesome.
I mean, hey, we're all kinds of nerds. We do video games, we do Warhammer, we do D&D, we do various anime. Like, hell, there's not a lot that we're not nerdy about, so...
Thank you for following Robson67.
Thank you very much. We hope to have more content out in the future, so stick around for that. Anyway, so that'll be it for our playthrough.
Wow.
For our unboxing videos, I should say, of the Space Marine Heroes Season 2.
Series 2.
Season, whatever.
It's not a season.
Also, the Space Marine Adventures base game and expansion rescue mission. We hope that you enjoyed watching us as much as we enjoyed having you. If you liked what you saw, you want to see us do more of this kind of stuff in the future, follow us on here.
Yeah, as I say, do what Robson just did,
yeah.
And follow us.
Follow us on here. If you feel like supporting us more directly, subscribe to the channel. Drop some bits if you are able to. There's also a PayPal link down in the description below. All the proceeds from that are going to go directly towards improving our stream setup. So better mic, better computer, better face cams, anything that we can use to bring you the content that you know and love in a more efficient and entertaining manner. It'll also allow us to buy more things to unbox when GW comes out with new blind box content.
Robson says, when are you going to have next stream? Because I don't see a schedule in the description. Actually, we will be streaming in about an hour. It's almost 8 now, so about 8:30 we will be streaming some Overshots.
We'll be doing some Overshots where we're going to play Overwatch and take a drink of something boozy every time we die. So that ought to be a lot of fun.
But if you want a more accurate representation of when we're going live and our future stream content, you can follow me on Discord. Link is in the description now, or in the chat now, or you can follow me on Twitter at AmladoIsAmy.
Yep. And those are both basically the best ways to keep in touch with the both of us and to know when we're coming out with new content. If you want to check out some of our older content, including our unboxing video of Space Marine Heroes Series 1, which we did way back when those first came out, as well as our other gaming streams like the other Overshots streams, Stardew Valley, Animal Crossing. We have a Pokemon Sword and Shield Nuzlocke.
We have weekly iterations of Bioshock and Dead Space.
Yep, ton of different things.
Robson says, I will try to catch it, but I'm not sure because in UK it's 1:40 a.m. right now. We
have wow.
a follower from the UK. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Thank you for following.
From across the pond.
Across the pond.
So, okay, so you're pretty familiar with these then, I would imagine. But anyway, check out the YouTube link down in the description below. While you're there, give us a follow, subscribe to the channel. Remember to smash that bell so you know when we're coming out with new content. Leave us a like on our videos, leave a comment, let us know what you liked, what you didn't like, and what you want to see us do more of in the future. I think that covers everything. We've got the upcoming streams, we've got the YouTube, the Twitter. I think that covers everything.
Yep, the Discord, YouTube, Twitter, all covered.
So
for now, this has been Amlido.
And this is Tarathiel.
And this was Space Marine Heroes Series 2 unboxing. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks for watching.
You gotta hit end stream down in the corner.
I do. Stop streaming.